By the time Evelyn realized Luke was deeply in love with her, she changed. Not suddenly, not in a way anyone could easily notice. It was slow, carefully, and planned. At first, it sounded like consign. "Your family depends on you too much," she would say shortly, resting her head on his chest. "They don't understand the pressure you are under. Need peace. Look, not noise." Luke listened. He began to visit home less. One excuse became many: meetings, travel, stress. When his mother called, he promised to call back. When Juliet sent messages, he replied late or not at all. Evelyn never said don't help them. She didn't have to. She simply filled his words so completely that there was no space left for anyone else. Every morning started with her. Every night ended with her. If a day passes without seeing Evelyn or hearing her voice, Luke felt weak, restless, as if something inside him was breaking. His chest would tighten, his head would ache, he would lose focus at work. Only Evelyn could calm him. Slowly, the money stopped going home. The monthly support for his mother delayed, then disappeared. His sister's allowance stopped. School fees were postponed. Luke did not think he was abandoning them. He thought he was busy. What he didn't know was that his family was sinking. Evelyn, on the other hand, was tightening her grip. She became possessive. If Luke mentioned visiting home, her mood would change. If Juliet's name came up, she would feel silent. If his mother called too often, Evelyn would sigh and say, "They don't respect boundaries." Then Luke began to believe it. One afternoon, Juliet could not take it anymore. Their mother was sick again. Rose's school fees were overdue. The house help had left because there was no money. Juliet took a bus across Lagos, her heart heavy, her back clutching tightly. She stood before Luke's modern duplex, the same brother who once promised to always protect them. She knocked. Inside, Evelyn was with Luke. When she saw Juliet through the door camera, her face hardened. "She cannot come in," Evelyn said sharply. Luke hesitated. "But it's my sister." Evelyn's eyes darkened. "She came to disturb your peace, to poison you against me." Juliet knocked again. Evelyn stepped close to Luke, lowering her voice. "If you open that door, you are choosing them over me." Luke's heart raced. Fear flooded him. Fear of losing Evelyn. He walked to the door. "Juliet," he said coldly, "this is not a good time. Please go home." Juliet froze. "Luke, I came because—" "Go home," he repeated. "Don't come here again." From inside, Evelyn smiled. Juliet left with tears blinding her eyes, unaware that the friend she trusted was the enemy she never suspected. Months later, fate intervened. One afternoon, Luke's driver slowed suddenly at a traffic light. Luke looked out of the window and his world shattered. By the roadside stood Juliet, hawking sachet water. Her clothes were faded, her face thinner, her eyes tired. "Stop the car," Luke shouted. Juliet turned. When she saw him, shame washed over her face. She tried to run. Luke stepped out of the car, shaking. "Juliet, what is this?" She broke down. Right there, under the hot Lagos sun, she told him everything. How their mother fell sick and there was no money. How Rose almost dropped out of school. How letters were written to him. Letters never replied. How Juliet borrowed money to start hawking. How she slept in the crowded room, woke up before dawn, and walked streets she feared just to survive. All this, she cried, because my brother chose his girlfriend over us. Luke felt the ground moved beneath him. That night, shaking and confused, he rushed home and confronted Evelyn. She laughed. She opened her wardrobe. Inside were letters, dozens of them, unopened. His mother's handwriting, Juliet's desperate words, school bills, hospital receipt. "You didn't need this distraction," Evelyn said coldly. "I protected you." In that moment, Luke saw her clearly, not as love, but as control. Luke fell to his knees. He had betrayed his blood. He had abandoned his root. He had let obsession blind him. Evelyn walked away that night, exposed and unbothered. But Luke did not follow. He went home. He knelt before his mother. He held his sisters. He wept like a child. And he learned a painful truth. Love that isolates you from your family is not love. It is cage. The moral lesson of this story teaches us that family is not perfect, but is irreplaceable. Anyone who truly loves you will never turn you against your own blood. When devotion becomes obsession and love demands isolation, destruction is near. Blood may bend, but it should never break. Thank you for being with me to the end of this story. I hope you learned something. Like, share, and also subscribe to this channel for more exciting stories coming up. Thank you and remain blessed.